Hello and welcome to Module 15 of our Small Business Certified AI Strategist program. In the previous modules, you learned how to create the AI tool descriptions, develop RFPs, and perform a detailed value analysis with the help of ChatGPT or Claude. Now we're turning our attention to the AI tool scorecard again. Remember, this is a weighted scoring framework that assures any recommended AI tool meets your client's critical requirements before adoption. The AI tool scorecard is more than just a checklist. It provides you with an objective, quantitative lens through which you can evaluate security, compliance, performance, cost, and other critical success factors. If a tool fails to meet a certain threshold, say a total weighted score of 70 or 80, your process stops there. This approach will allow you to save time, avoid investing in solutions that don't meet baseline needs. It demonstrates due diligence to your clients, and it fosters stakeholder confidence. The scoring and the weights reflect the client's brand priorities, their risk tolerance, and their compliance standards. To create an AI tool scorecard in ChatGPT or Claude, stay in the same chat conversation that you used for the AI tool description, the RFP, and the value analysis. You want the model to remember all of your prior contexts, like the wish statements, the IT stack constraints, the security requirements, etc. And then what you're going to do is you're going to paste your scorecard template that you created for the business. For example, the Acme Construction AI Tool Evaluation Scorecard that you see here with its assigned weights and thresholds. For example, we had 30% for security and 20% for compliance. Then what we're going to do is we're going to prompt the model. We're going to use short instructions like create an AI tool scorecard for this particular AI tool using the template attached. Use the context above, like the tool details, the brand requirements, the compliance notes, to populate each section. Be sure during this time to include any relevant brand positioning info or risk parameters so the model can accurately reflect them in their scorecard. Then once you have an output, ChatGPT or Claude will generate a scorecard evaluation. You'll have an actual draft output, complete with a total weighted score. Check each criterion and ask yourself, are these scores actually realistic? Are your brand or your compliance requirements accurately weighted? If not, provide a follow-up prompt or adjust your prompt to recalculate. Now, we're going to walk through an exact example of how we can do this for a particular AI opportunity for our sample business, Acme Construction. But once you go through this process and you've created your draft and you've prompted back and forth and you have some semblance of a polished version, you want to take that polished version and you want to validate the weighted scores. You want to confirm that each rating aligns with real data or the stakeholder inputs. Then you want to copy and paste the results into a Word or Google Doc and label it as AI tool scorecard for, and then insert the tool name. So that way you have version control and sharing capabilities. Eventually what you will do is you will attach this AI tool scorecard to each AI opportunity that you've identified, and this will be accessible by your client. So at this stage, once you've identified the tool, you've come up with the worksheet, you have the description, you might have a scenario where your score falls below the minimum threshold. If that happens, you're going to have to either go back to the drawing board and reevaluate why it is falling below the threshold, or you're going to have to prioritize a different opportunity, because this could mean that we underestimated the ease or the confidence score that we set out when we were assigning mice to this particular opportunity. So be sure to watch my over-the-shoulder example of how we create this scorecard and how we prompt our way through to a final output. But that wraps up Module 15, applying the AI tool scorecard to particular tools. Now you see how to prompt ChatGPT and Claude in the same conversation context to generate a specialized scorecard for each opportunity. This approach ensures consistency with all the data that we've already compiled, from the wish statements to the RFP to the value analysis. And in our next module, we'll integrate all of these elements, the AI tool description, the RFPs, the value analysis, the scorecards, into a final AI roadmap that outlines timelines, resource allocation, and measurable goals. So we'll see you there.